Hey guys, this video is a quick walkthrough of the updated Trello board for the Creatives team. So as you can see, we now have an additional column here for requests queue. To the leftmost part, we've also updated that column to only have 4 cards. First is how to use this board. So pretty much the different steps, which is what I'm walking you through right now. Then we have the card template for creating a request. And we have the Creatives team SOP. So it's simply a link that'll direct you to the Creatives team SOP document that we've created. And lastly, we've consolidated the previously listed resources in the Trello board. So now it's all on here, but I'll dive deeper into this in another video. All right, so let's start by creating a request. And just like before, you just have to go to the card template, which is this card right here. Open it up and simply click on the Create Card from Template button right here. And before actually creating the card, make sure to fill out the title correctly here. So for initials, this would be your initials as a media buyer. So for example, for my initials, that's AA. And then the offer, let's say solar. Angle, let's say Tesla solar roofs. And if you have a specific creative name for that, you can put it on here. The date. For the date, as much as possible, please follow this format. So it's the month, date, and the year. And quantity, so let's say 5. And down below, just make sure the keep field here has all the checklists checked. And you can ignore this field right here. Just simply click on create card. So now once that's created, you'll see at the back here, it automatically puts your request in the queue. And before moving forward with the process, make sure that you fill out all the necessary details in your card. So first of all, make sure to add yourself as a member to this card by clicking on the join button right here. This will help us easily identify who the request is coming from. Next, we would like you to add a label to your request. So either an image or a video or both. So for this example, let's say it's a video. Once you click on that, it'll automatically put a label onto your card. Next, one way to include assets that you'd like us to use for your creatives is by clicking on the attachment button here. So you can attach files. I'm pretty sure you've done this before. So simply choose files from your computer and it'll automatically attach it to your request. Now you can start filling out the details here. So the description field. Just click on the edit button here. The first field is for revisions. So this is only for existing requests. So just add details here if your request is submitted for revisions or let's say compliance revisions. Otherwise, you can leave it blank. Next, the details or instructions for your request. So as much as possible, please put as much as you can to avoid going back and forth with the creative team, especially if your request needs multiple edits. Next, if you have a transcript of the text or the copy or the script to be used for the creative, please paste or type them on here in this field. Again, as I've mentioned earlier, there are different ways to share the assets needed for your creative. So another way to do that is by adding links of uploaded files in this field. Just make sure that each link is on a new line when you add them on here. And same with the assets, you can also add links to videos or images that you'd like us to model or where you're getting the inspiration from, or you can even paste them here as images. And the last field right here is only for the creatives team to fill out. This is where you'll find the links to the creatives that we create or we make, which would also be found in your respective folder in the creatives repository. So after filling all these out, just click on the Save button right down here, and you can proceed with filling out the other fields. So next, these are very important to us. So first, we must know the type of request that you need. So if you click on the drop down here, you'll see all the possible requests or type of requests. So you can just click on one of them. And then for the priority, again, this is important. By now, you must already be aware of the different turnaround times that we have for requests. So please just mark your request with the highest priority if you think that your request can't wait for the normal turnaround time. If that's not the case, you can just leave it blank or just select a different priority here. And lastly, again, it is very important for us to know the date of request or when the request was made. So make sure to put in the date here. You can also specify the time, and we would recommend following the PST time zone, so that will all be on the same page. So there's no conflicts or anything. And then you'll have the last fields here, pretty much the same with the old card template. So you have the platform, which is the different platforms for the creatives, or which for where the creative is intended for, the dimensions, and also the type of ad. And to the bottom here, we added a field which is the request progress, and this is only for the creatives team, again, to fill out. We'll be listing down here the different items for outputs. So let's say you have 5 videos requested here. So it'll all be one item each on here. And you'll be able to see whether or not that specific creative is already completed. Aside from that, it'll show up a notification on Slack anyway. So after filling that out, it automatically saves your card. And you can just exit out of it. That's it. You've already created a request, and in the next video, I'll show you how it works once your request is already in queue.